Alright. Hello, this is Hunter. I'm the editor for Things and Such, specifically Naruto. Today we're playing Persona 5. You might notice, or you might not know, that Persona 5 doesn't actually come out in the States until March 31st. Which is true. As some people have have said in the chat already, this is not an advanced copy, but I got a Japanese version from overseas. Incidentally, it wasn't that much more expensive because I bought like a special edition of it anyway. So, yeah. To answer a few questions I was seeing while we were setting up, I'm not going in blind. I played the original one, and I played a little bit of Royal, the Japanese version. That being said, my Japanese isn't amazing. I can read some of it, maybe like 5%. So, a lot of this I might pick up on things as we go. I'm actually going to be using, I'm actually going to be using Google Translate for some of the text. So far it's come out interesting, so that should be fun. Also, I thought the stream was going to start in 15 minutes, so I'm going to eat my sandwich. Go ahead and just shoot me questions. I'll answer it for a little while, and we'll get started with the game at 5:30. Okay? Is this reaction blind or spoiler free? Not spoiler free. Yeah, we won't say anything past where we are. So just to be considerate of people who haven't played the game yet and who are interested in playing this, I would absolutely recommend you try this out when it comes stateside, or if you have some solid Japanese, pick it up right now. Honestly, it's worth it. So this is Royal Edition. It is the updated version with all the new kit and whatnot. I will say that if you're expecting a lot of new stuff near the beginning, it's not really there. The trajectory of new content in this one seems to me like a bell curve. Like the further and further you get into the game, the more new stuff populates it. It's here. I'm not yeah. Who's the best waifu? I don't know, man. I believe in the cult of Dionysus. Get all polyamorous in your animes. Have yourself a harem. Just make sure it's a consensual harem. Everyone's having a good time. Honestly, I was like a big Hinata stan growing up for the longest time. I don't know what it was. I think it's just like the attitude. I don't know. I was a huge dork. I can't think of the problem is I think of my favorite animes. I'm like, what was the best girl from that? But Naruto has some not great writing for its women characters, and Death Note has Misa. Yikes. Don't date a Misa. It's unhealthy, man. I don't know. And also a lot of those characters are underage, so I feel really I'm conflicted about calling them my waifu. No salt to people who are just it's fine. They're not real people. But I feel weird about it, personally. Favorite character? Oh, it's so hard. I don't know. L, probably. L has been a favorite of mine for a long, long time. Makoto is great. From this game, best waifu is Futaba. And I say that from the context of the main character too. Futaba has my favorite arc of this game, and I just appreciate her storyline a lot. Her sort of her gamer mannerism thing is sort of annoying, but I can appreciate that. Laughs in Sakura. Yeah. God, Sakura does so well. I won't say. I'm not gonna say anything because those fools are still here, and I have a lot of spoilery thoughts about Sakura and her trajectory as a character. They just started They just did episode 6 of Shippuden, so we'll see. Which you guys probably won't see for I think 2 weeks. So I think her first check. No. Well, yes and no. I played bits and pieces. You can. Oh, okay. Bye bye. Mickey's giving me a thumbs up. Persona 5 was the first Megami Tensei game I played, legitimately got into. So kind of. But I was exposed to the other games. I did watch live streams of them. I just never got around to playing them. You'll be happy to know, Team Dean, that there is a new opening song, and it is equally as fucking slappable. It is a slap song. It's so friggin' fragging good. I love it. No spoiler. I mean, it's kind of a spoiler, Mora, but, you know, that's allowable. That's not just like, don't... let's not talk about Naruto this one time. For the one time on the stream, I know. Let's not talk about Naruto, because the potential of spoilers is hella. More much should be on the way. Great. I hope they also enjoy the show, but also, like, yeah, keep people... So you never played Persona 4? I know! So the reason I haven't played Persona 4 is for one particular reason. I wanted to play Golden, but I couldn't get my hands on a Vita TV, and I wasn't about to go pay for a Vita. Because if I was going to play the game, I wanted to play, like, the full version of the game. And the Vita TV, by the time I was interested and knew about the series, they had stopped producing them. So the prices of those went, like, through the fucking roof. Go check them out. They are insane. So my only other option would to be emulated. And I just, you know, I had so many other games on my plate as is. Man, I don't know. I've played... Baron Satan says, I have played all P1 through P5, including arenas and PQ games. The P2 duology is still my favorite story. I get that. Yeah, I've seen a bit of it. No Hunter x Hunter today. Keep checking on that. That should, I think, have gotten up, but I'm not sure. I know something was going on earlier, so there might have been an upset with, like, copyright or something. TV Tokyo makes our lives difficult some days, I swear to God. By the way, the sandwich is amazing. Here's Temley. I have no idea what that refers to. Totally jump into Persona 5 2. Haven't finished it yet, though. I get that. I bought a Vita TV for like 50 bucks 4 years ago. 4 years ago, yeah. It's gotten a lot more expensive. The PS TV, yes. I think PS TV and Vita TV are the same thing. They should just re-release the goddamn thing, in my opinion. Like, it's ridiculous. But they haven't done that yet. They did put out a questionnaire about that sort of stuff, but they haven't done it yet. I don't know. It's goofy. What's in this sandwich? Asking no hard-hitting questions for you. It is a carne asada tortas from a little place on Fountain Square in Indianapolis, Indiana. Got some fries here too. It's got like guacamole and tomato and like a whole bunch of other shit. It's great. It's not my favorite yet, so actually. The sandwich I think is like better, but the fries are kind of trash. The place I went to before, also in Fountain Square, they have a lot of Mexican places for some reason, had way better fries. Yeah, Mora, I'm excited to. People's Sandwich. I just heard Persona 5 Scrambled is an official sequel. Why didn't no one tell me? Because they were kind of back and forth about whether or not that was the case. Also, I was confused for a long time because I thought it was coming out on the 20th. It was coming out in Japan on 20th. Because Atlus still has not figured out how to release globally. Hey, Nahid. Oh, he's over there. There's someone right over here. I like to point out things that they can't see.
What up?
We're actually... Everyone's still here at the office. There's a big thing and whatnot. Some late reactions happening today. Which is not usually the case. People usually try to get out of here at like 5. But today is different, so that's good. That means I can stream a little bit later. I plan to stream until 9 or 9:30. I want to try to get more longer streams on the channel, but you know, a lot of people don't have the time to do that, etc. So I'm going to do my part. P5 Scramble looks fun. To be honest, people saying it's looking bad, but I don't see it. It's definitely not going to be for everyone. It's made by the same team that did the Dynasty Warriors games and the various Warriors games like Hyrule Warriors. So it's going to be very like big hack and slash, like just mash mayhem. I will probably still play it because I love this game. I love its series. I love its characters. I love its design and its whole aesthetic. But it's not going to appeal. It's going to be one of those games where it's just not going to have as wide an appeal. Persona 5, though, is so good. Just loves fucking with timelines. Yeah, tell me about it. Persona 3's ending basically gets retconned canonically by like Persona Q or something stupid like that. By the way, Persona Q 2, I think, with the Persona 5 and 3 characters, is pretty good. It's really hard, but it's pretty good. It's also on like a 3DS, so probably no one will play it, but I own it, and that's what counts. Alright, we're 5 minutes out, guys. We'll be starting in 5 minutes. Yeah, I thought Scramble was going to be like a side game. I thought it was going to be, originally what I heard was that it was taking place during the timeline of Persona 5. However, that information either changed or the people reporting on it were just misinformed. I don't know why. I also don't know why it says Marvel's all that. I know why, but I'm just like, I don't know why I left it there. Also, the thing that confuses the shit out of me. Oh, I guess the game's starting. By the way, is this screen? Isn't it neat? No. Oh, hanashimaka. 少し。日本語は少し話します。でもまだまだまだ上手じゃないです。Yeah. Also, you'll notice that Japanese standard actually changes the confirm and deconfirm buttons. In America, you probably know that X tends to be confirm, circle tends to be decline. Japanese is reversed. And so this is going to confuse the evolution shit out of me this whole game. It already messes with me. So circle is confirm. And I'll be honest, I can't read that. That's too much. Also, it's called the Thieves Union in the game. I don't know if other people saw that, but before it's like a guild or something. The PQ games are just them being pulled from their timelines. They don't retcon much, just that they all met before and don't remember. Yes, for the most part. There was, however, the fate of the main character by the end of the series, by the end of Persona 3's game, is canonically changed. And that's what kind of like bugs me about it. Other than that, like, I don't care. Like, they're fun, like, fan service games. Or does my cat keep barking at me? I don't know. You should probably get that checked out. Also, I'm not sure if any of the online features will work. I was trying this out at home. I have a shitty connection. So that might have just been why. But I was trying it out at home. It wasn't working. I just assumed it was the fact that it was a Japanese copy. Hopefully I'm wrong, because then we can cheat for the questions because I'm terrible at them. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, 2 minutes until we start the game. Enjoy this opening. And a lot of button phrases immediately. Also, this whole opening is amazing. It's incredible. I can't watch it today. This is my top favorite game of all time. Trig, it's okay. We'll be streaming again next week. So yeah, just hopefully you can tune in next week. The schedule will be changing because it's always changing, but I'm gonna try to get a somewhat solid time. But yes, I'm not playing blinds. Not really. At least not until later in the game when new stuff actually starts happening. Is confirmed thanks to Kushima. What? It's so weird. At least warning is the same in English. It's just like, it's a thing where Japanese likes to use English words to look stylish. There's a lot of English in this game, just not in a lot of the essential text. But UI, yeah. The UI has a lot of English in it. Is this going to be copyrighted? I don't think so. As far as I know, the listed restrictions is up until we get to the third semester. So we are allowed to stream this game up until then. At which point it's kind of a free-for-all. But previously they made that mention and then didn't really enact that because only Sega Japan, only Atlas Japan made that ruling. Atlas America did not want to follow through with it. So they pretty much didn't. I stopped harassing Let's Players and streamers, mostly. Yeah, but talking about the music, I think it'll be okay. If the video gets muted, we'll do something about it. But I'm not too worried about it because it's not a record label. Typically, the music will get if we have outside artists are helping with the game. So hopefully we're good. All right, I still have a sandwich here, but we're gonna get started. So you notice that this is actually all in English. This is not. And if you're wondering, is there an English option in this text? The answer is, as far as I could tell, no. I went through this and read through the kanji, as best I could. This is just for animations. Do you want the animations on and off? And yeah, if you remember when the game initially came out, this will be revealed later. I actually know what this is. We'll worry about that later. You notice that all this is in English. I don't know why. I think it's because it's a UI. Subscribing up to this because of Hunter. Thank you so much. I appreciate that greatly. I'm gonna try to stream this every week. I'm trying to get this to a regular schedule, but for right now, can't promise that. And the schedule around here is kind of crazy, so we'll see what happens. Oh. Let's see if this works. Nope, it did not. So yeah, we can't connect to the online services because this is a Japanese copy. It's not finding the right code. That's okay. For those of you who don't know, wait, this is Persona 5 Royal? It is. This is Persona 5 The Royal. Essentially, all he's saying here is that you recognize that this is fiction. This is not happening in the real world. And fun fact, if you disagree with this, he goes, well, then you can't play it. And you go back to the main menu. Nothing really happens. Spoilers, in Japanese. So unless you can read Japanese, you're probably fine. Also, this game is like 1,000,000 hours long. Have you played the vanilla Persona 5? I have. That's why I bought this game before it came out, essentially. At some point. It's I can try to read through this, and I can piece it bit by bit, but I'm so slow at reading Japanese right now, guys. Style. Nanji. You, the trickster. Now, today, this, something, another, etc. Very articulate now. Anyway, I can put this down. I can eat some more of my sandwich. It's fun. So, actually, and anyone who has played this game already, during this tutorial sequence, during this intro sequence, you'll actually see a few different changes. I won't point them out because they're incredibly obvious. Oh, man. Appreciate my shirt. Oh, by the way, no subtitles because, unfortunately, they're also in Japanese, so they won't help you. Yes, Toy Soldier, don't mention the Igor stuff. I think it's really good for people to discover on their own, even if... Also, we just got Cashew in the room. She's below the camera, though, so you can't see her. But just know, cute little doggo right here. She doesn't like being picked up, so I'm not going to do it. All the updated changes to the original? Yes, I know. There's already small ones I've noticed that I feel like sort of ambivalent to. Something I did notice, by the way, is that the darkness gradient on them is lesser. This isn't an anime. It's an anime. Let's be real. This is an anime. Also, she is like sniffing. She's trying to get to that sandwich. Get out of there. The style, yes. It's basically an anime. It's basically a slice of life anime with like a shonen slice of anime. Hey, Mickey.
Oh, you're playing Japanese?
Yes. Would you like to join me?
I'll just check it. I'm about to start here, but I'm curious about this game. I just want to check it out.
Yeah, so the English copy hasn't come out yet, so I'm playing the Japanese one. Why is it in Japanese without subtitles? Because the subtitles would also be in Japanese. There's no English subtitles.
This reminds me of the Sonic Adventures level from Dreamcast.
Yeah, the casino level.
Yeah.
Oh man, this game has so much fucking like flair and style.
I forgot you could speak and read Japanese.
I could only a little bit, honestly. Like,
So
it's just.
So how do you know like what's going on? Story?
I played the original version of this,
Okay.
so I'm sort of like echolocation essentially. Why is it in Japanese? Do you speak and read a little bit? It's because the game's not out yet in English, and there's no English subtitles.
Oh, okay.
So I can read some of this, but not very quickly. And
I didn't know there was.
yeah, Atlas takes forever to. It has come out in English though. It has no. The English version came out on March 31st. Is region free and they imported it. Yes, thank you. They did not. I imported it myself, personally. It's March 31st. Unless they changed that this month. But I checked that like a little while ago.
Damn, what'd you get, dude? That smells fire.
It's a tortas from Tortas Place on Fat Square. The fries aren't that good. I wouldn't recommend those, but the sandwich is really good.
I'm gonna steal a fry.
Go ahead, do it. Yeah. Is it? I played it out last year. No, sorry. You're confused. This is the re-release of it, the Royal, with the expanded, a bunch of stuff. This is a different. This version hasn't come out yet. Get bopped.
Royal.
Yeah.
So is this like a? I like it. It looks
Yeah.
very colorful.
Also.
Oh, is this a turn-based?
It is. But the cool thing is like the layout of it makes it feel like have a rhythm to it. So it feels like almost like a fighting game, where like you have combos.
That's pretty dope.
It's awesome. Like later on, if you come by, I think next stream will be in more the combat heavy side of it, and you'll see the baton pass system, which is incredible. Like such a brilliant idea.
Dope, man. Well, shit, hell yeah, we got 41 people up in this beach.
Oh, well, glad to have everybody
All right,
here.
y'all. Good talking to everybody. We're gonna
Joker.
go react to some Money Heist, show Hunter some love.
Which is so appropriate right now.
Let's stream, let's stream.
All right, we're out of here. This is my first time streaming, guys, so hopefully I entertain you guys. If not, I hope you just enjoy the game at the very least. With added content, we will see. Why is Mickey not on the screen? Because he was just popping in and then leaving. And also to steal a fry from me. Daijobu. Daijobu, fun fact, you'll hear it a lot. It's like it means it's okay. So it's like daijoubu ka means is it okay, and daijoubu means we're alright. It's nothing in Japanese translates perfectly, but essentially it's just like anytime you're like, no, I'm good, or oh, it's okay, it's fine. And that's why you hear it so often. What a weeb. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I'm actually headed to Japan later this year, so part of it is I want to be able to go around the city. You played the vanilla version? No, because I don't really tend to platinum games. Motte. Kova. Kaba. Oh, right. So that little reaction thing is just like Kaba. What is your favorite Persona character out of the series? Futaba, I think. Have you played the non-royal version? I have. I think I've answered that before, but I'll keep answering it as people, flood in. Mo. Daijoubu ka? Yeah, see, so right here. So the three kanji you see there are daijoubu and daijoubu ka? Is it alright, 1 second, I need to let the dog out of the room. Alright, I am back. Thank you, Nihid. Alright, so here is one of the initial changes. I got the plot and it's a pain in the ass. I bet, man. It's just, I don't tend to enjoy being a completionist. I play a game until I've reached my own, personal benchmark with it, and then I move on. Because I tend to be slow playing games anyway. Alright, so this is one of the initial changes that they made to the game, is the introduction of this grappling hook. Nihid. Alright, so I can tell there's a bit of a stream lag because he's responding to something I said a while ago. That's good. She is a cinnamon roll. She is very sweet, and I just appreciate that her whole arc is about self-improvement. I love that shit so much. So this is the second big change to the intro. I haven't seen you react to anime before on the normies. It's because I don't react. I'm the editor for Naruto, and currently for something else that's in the works. But talk about that some other time. Naji. I think someone's coming in from... I can't remember that kanji. So here she is. Right now put royal in title. Because he didn't know it was significant. I'll let him know. We'll probably do that next time. Pretty young. We try not to sexualize her. Yes. Try not to sexualize Futaba to the best of your ability. That being said, it's strange from the context of playing a younger character who you romance in the game, because Kawakami is probably not that much. It's not probably this closer age to me, but if you're playing a 17-year-old and dating your teacher, does that have problematic implications versus someone who is literally 1 year younger than him? That's the kind of stuff we think about. I couldn't see Futaba no more than a younger sister. She's like Nanako. I don't think she fits the same archetype as Nanako. I never got that vibe. But for a lot of people, that is sort of where it sits, which is fine. Have you watched JoJo and do you like it? I've watched... So I just finished season 2 because I was curious about it and I needed to put something on while I did taxes. And it's alright. I haven't gotten to a part where I really love it. It's more so that I watch it and I appreciate the absurdity of it. But the sort of way where they always explain what already happened to such an intense degree, at least in the earlier seasons, sort of is annoying. But it's fine. What did I join to? We're streaming Persona 5 The Royal, which has not yet come out in the States, so we have a Japanese version of it. And we got this fucking beat. I should have no worries, man. It's totally esoteric knowledge, but let's watch this part, which is great. More sandwich. Nanka mo. I'm trying to remember, because like that's essentially what already? Like what's already? Something like that. De inda na. Like, is everything alright? I think. Yeah, ite kudasai. We should get going. That guard must have saw you. Kaito. So, Kaito-dan is actually one I know. Kaito-dan means Phantom Thief. So, what the Phantom Thieves are doing, I think she says I still don't understand. I still don't have something. I don't know. Was that faking? Probably. Starts getting super good at season 3. That's what I've heard. So I'm gonna check it out.
I apologize if we get that.
No, by all means. So you guys, I'll remind you every now and again, just so it doesn't get weird. Television. Kenda. Although. けど名前に言った saying that name, I'm not sure. Now we're back. Nope, never mind. Ikuzo. So a quick Japanese lesson while we watch this. Iku is the standard form of to go, and the way you conjugate that to say like let's do something is to add o to it, but the way you conjugate that is the sound, the ku sound or the u sound of it changes to an e sound, so it becomes iki, and then you add in the extra sound, so iki, and then it's like mas and des essentially means it is. It's clarifier of this is a thing. So I am, this is, so ikimashou, or ikuzo, as is like sort of the slang version of it, is to say, let's go, or like, hurry up and go already, etc. Cash is back. Puppy. I am petting a puppy. You'll just have to imagine it to the best of your ability. Jana. I'm so hyped for the story. Yeah, dude, it's great. I love all the small things that they do to make this game, like, feel real. Also, Cash opens the door, so now you can hear everyone more, right?
Alright, yeah, I gotta grab one.
Hey, buddy.
Hey.
What are you wearing? Can you show them?
I can't. They don't need to know what it is.
Yes, they do. Give them, like, a sneak preview. Show them your body, Chris. Don't be afraid. Do you guys feel robbed? I feel robbed.
Hello, everybody.
Hey! Joker はすごいですよ。Is always an extremely loved character. Yes. And the nice thing about him is that he's sort of subtly given of like a actual character through the game, and I really appreciate that. Hello guys. Chris isn't in here. There's so many people coming in and out. The sass man, yeah. And it's funny, like, how do you get across his sass? And I do so in, like, kind of subtle ways, honestly, overall. Some Smash players hate him. Well, they're wrong. Because he is a well-balanced character with good and bad things, with a lot of technical requirements to do good with him. And MKLeo, like, we just saw with Frostbite that MKLeo can lose with Joker. Like, the pressure that, I can't remember the guy's name, but like the 15-year-old kid that won against MKLeo. I don't know, on the 5th game. Give Joker some respect. Not just the Joker. Yep. Joker is the best protagonist we've had in the series. He's the knight. Do nothing. I don't know if it meant to say that he did nothing, but he's the knight. Or it was, I don't know. I didn't see this kanji, so I'm not sure. Kayaku? Daki. I believe he says, like, how did I get here? I don't recall. Am I dreaming? Umeku omoide senai. I can't remember how I got here. I don't remember how I got here. Okay, so Challenge, I believe, is the same as Merciless in the English release. I don't know if they changed how this works. I'm going to go with hard mode. Normal mode is kind of balanced towards people who haven't played a lot of these games. Hard mode tends to be appropriately challenging. I would say that challenge mode, by standard, is also like too focused on technical. Unless they changed it. I'm not sure. Smash players hate everything. Yes. I love that game. I love a lot of people who play it, but yes, very competitive people. So we're going to do hard mode. Hopefully, I don't find that to be a mistake. Oh well. When given his options, I was actually doing that at home. Either that or the option I actually understood, even though I don't understand what they say back to it. But oh well. It's pretty fun. It's been good. It's been a good experience. It's helped me actually practice my Japanese. Wakata. Wakata is a common expression you'll hear. It's the short form of wakarimasu, where it just means I understand. Like, yeah, I get it, you know? You often say it when you're just confirming that you're on board for whatever they said. These fries are really like mediocre. I got some ketchup. Okay, so real talk. This is the coolest shit. So you see that there's 3 spaces, right? You think, wow, that's a really short name. But what I'm gonna do here is this, but Yami. Usually I want to name my characters as Yami Kyogi. It's a long-running joke because Kyogi just means game. But if you press, see how square is switching. If I press square, you get the kanji. Isn't that awesome? What's up, man? You can join for a second if you want to.
No, I'm good. I'm looking for the remote for the other room.
What remote? There's a remote right here.
Room. That one will work, but I might turn off.
It might turn off the TV. Okay.
So let me see what happens.
I actually clicked. There we go. Yami. There we go.
You let me know if this messes you up. Hello, everybody. Can I have a fry?
You can't. Everyone's taken one. Everyone who walked through here has taken at least one fry from me.
All right. Thank you so much.
No problem. We're getting so many people coming in and out.
Awesome.
So Yami Kyogi. そうそうそう。なんで。How do I fill this out? I think, there we go, confirm. お前は、お名前。So, I don't know the kanji. I knew the kanji before for kyogi, but I honestly forget it right now. So, hopefully, it doesn't fit because it's kyo-u-gu. It's kiyo-u. Get the fuck out of here, Siraj. Hey man, he's good company for these streams. Where is Key? Yeah, I'm guessing this is really exciting to watch me like look through letters that most of you don't understand, but there it is. Kiyo. Ooh. Ooh. Kyo. Look at all these kanji! Woo! I don't fucking remember at all. I'm just gonna assume this one is gonna be. This is gonna be a goofy name for anyone who can actually read this shit. I apologize in advance. But it's really cool, like the way they worked around this solution. Also, so these two aren't symbols by themselves; they don't actually pop into another place. Gi. That Hiroten is actually. Oh, it's changing. So the volume popped up because he's definitely changing something in there. It might turn on and off. I apologize in advance. Oh, so I sneeze. Oh god. I don't remember any of this. Okay, that's fine. I'm just gonna blame Ren's mom. Yami Kyoki. Siraj! Okay. We should be good. We should be good. I don't know if anyone else saw that. I don't think it comes up in the recording. But I'm definitely. Oh my god. Okay, Kitchen Nightmares. Hold on. I'm seeing Kitchen Nightmares right now, so hold on.
Good sign, let me tell you that.
Where is Surge? So, update for you guys. You're seeing a game. What I'm seeing is complete darkness because the remote has changed that. My translator has different kanji for Kyo. That's probably fair because I messed up. So, yeah, I need to fix this. So we're going to take a 5-minute break while I go try to find someone so I can get my remote back. Because, wow. His name is Dark Game. His name is Game of Darkness. I'll be right back, guys. 5 minutes. At most. So definitely, yes. I'm sorry. I thought he was in there, so they're like, "What's this studio doing?" I'm like, trying to fucking figure this out. I'm sorry. No, it's totally fine. They're just looking at me like I'm an asshole. And I'm like, "Oh, we were trying to set up a TV." You tell them. I'm gonna be streaming. All right. We'll be back in like 5 seconds, guys. I have the remote again, and we will be back in a few seconds. Blind playthrough. Very blind now. All right, there we go. We're back. Apologize about that. Some technical difficulties. Siraj was setting up one of the reaction rooms. Ugh. All right. I recommend you guys can go through this again too if you want to use this as like Japanese practice. Honestly, it's good for learning kanji and grammar.
いいから通して緊急です。
So the only thing I'm clear about that is doshitemo, which is like why already, like why we're doing this again.
新島さん、もうあんたに指揮権はないはずだ。それに、
This is
新島佐恵検事ですか。たった今、お宅の部長さんから電話があった。
Tata is something I'm not clear about because I know ima is now, but tata imo, I'm not so clear on personally. You will see like there's a kanji, the fifth character from the right, you'll see there with like the stack of like lines is typically the kanji you'll see for like speaking. So, oh, that's it's denwa ga atte. Someone's on the phone, so a phone call came for you.
さっさと済ませてくれ。正直、
I'm gonna. I'm bad at. I'm really slouchy, so I'm gonna try to put stuff behind me. So I. This was just a reactor's revenge telling the editors, hey, it's the opposite way around, man. We need revenge on them. They are such a pain in the butt. I like Sai, she's no Uncle Dojima. I feel like Dojima is like, Sojiro is Dojiro's analog here. But yeah, Sai's cool. I like that. I like what she like accomplishes later on in the story. Also, I definitely barged in like during a reaction. They were just like, "What the fuck?" Because I like needed to get the remote and needed them to stop turning off the television. So. Jibun. Jibun are the first two characters there. Jibun de. I believe Jibun is myself, me, and Jibun de. De is a modifier that says like what's confirming an action. So it's just like for myself, doing it myself. Korewa. This is my case. I think you stay busy.
ああ、ケンジさん、大事なことを言い忘れた。時間を切らせてもらうよ。長話は許可できない。あんたのためだよ。何しろ奴の手口は不明なんだ。会って話すだけでも安全とは言えない。
The nice thing about this being in a language that most people can't read on this is that if I talk over it, you're not missing much. It's like, I think she just says like, yeah, I get it, or I understand. Formally, very formally.
君だったとはね。もう一度、今度は私の質問に答えてもらうわ。
Moishiro, repeat. Repeat to me. What's this game about? It's about a dirty crime boy who gets his friends together to invade adults' brains so that they become better people and turn themselves in for crimes that they did. Also, you kill your inner self to make them into bigger inner selves, one potentially being a penis. That syringe. What that says. Well,
Oh, we're good. I'm just looking for more into. Here we go. Smells so good in here, man. Those fucking fries.
Yeah, man. Trying to invite everyone in. Teenagers stealing hearts. That's exactly what it is. And as graphic as it can be, for sure.
This game looks good.
This game is great.
Looks really good. She's hot.
Pretty cute.
だから正直に答えて。それに私も時間がないの。
感じゃない。
目的は何だったの？なぜこんな大事件を引き起こしたの？私は最初から いたずらだとは思ってなかったわ。でも立件には持ち込めなかった。手口がわからなかったから。
Tenguchi. How to get in? The entrance? Hand opening? I don't know what that means. The first kanji, you made it sound more complicated, Hunter. Just say heist game. Yes, but the whole invading people's brains is the important part. Also, I like making things complicated. Like, what's wrong with that? Is this an anime? Basically. Though the actual anime has worse animation than the game. Which is weird. Wakatero osuru. You wouldn't understand, I think is what that says. はいはい。
裁判に使えるかは問題じゃない。
問題じゃな。
知る必要があるの。これは私の仕事なんだから。
That isn't my job because that wasn't my job. This is a really good game. This is an amazing game. I always thought that Persona games was teenagers fighting with stands against evil adults. It's basically what it is, yeah. At the very least, that's what the games have been since 3, 4, and 5.
君はいつどこであの世界のことを知ったの？
I guess it actually says that
他人の
incident.
心なんて一体どうやったら盗めるの？
So you'll see that the kanji bordered by like the 2 brackets is kokoro, which means heart. And you'll see that kanji a lot in this game. Like a lot.
さあ、話しなさい。
Their stands are mythical creatures too. Yes, their stands are various creatures from mythologies, cryptids, or like pantheons of sorts. Honestly, a good source of like tangential learning if you want to find out like esoteric creatures from different mythologies. By the way, remember this butterfly. It's important.
あなたは囚われ、
あなただわ。
あらかじめ未来を閉ざされた運命の囚われ。
I think this accursed
これ
dream
は極めて理不尽なゲーム。
game.
正気はほぼとしかし、この声が届いているということは、まだ可能性は残っているはず。お願いです。このゲームに打ち勝ち、世界を
Onegai,
救って。
please.
逆転の鍵は絆の記憶、仲間と掴んだ起死回生の真実。
To avoid the coming apocalypse.
全ては半年前、ゲームが始まったあの日。
That day.
思い出して、あなたと世界の
How do you arrive here? It's a lot of stuff. Learning another language, guys, it's hard. It takes time. And is kind of what most people won't tell you is how it's kind of an inherently embarrassing experience. Because you basically have to talk like a child for a long time before you start sounding like an adult. Which I think more people should talk about. Like, it's okay to feel immediately embarrassed when you have to speak at all. Fun fact, there's actually a few events later in the game that are set up right there. And most of us wouldn't notice that. Like an English audience would never pick up on that because there's no time to like parse any of that, even if you're learning it. Even if you're personally learning it. Unless you have a lot of experience with Japanese, all of that stuff is just like gone. But with Spanish at work, yeah. My father actually speaks a lot of Spanish. He used to be a translator. This year I'm focusing on learning Japanese though. Next year I'm actually going to learn Spanish. And then from there I will, I think, learn Chinese because a friend of mine speaks, she's from China. She's from, I believe, Mandarin part of China. Patients laugh at pronunciation, but they understand you. That's what matters, yeah. Look at these bad CGI characters. They don't use it often, so it's fine. But whenever they do, I immediately notice it. Yeah. Spanish, like any language, it's rough to learn. Especially when you sound like eternally like a foreigner. This music's so good, man. Man. Is that an app trick, by the way, for you guys? Like, I've never... Maybe Japanese phones are different, I don't know. My apps don't, like, hover over and other stuff. They do. I do... This game did sort of inspire me. And this is just a, hey, that's your objective thing. Follow that objective, which obviously none of you can. Don't worry, I got you. Yongen Jaya. That is just like Yongen, and then Jara is the other area. This is like the connecting area. This game does really capture that sense of like being lost in a foreign land. Like not being able to like read the signs, not having to try to feel your way around everywhere. It's really cool. It's a really cool experience if you have ever experienced that kind of culture shock. Or just have like a good sense of it, I guess. Kyo ni. Kyo. Today, as of today, I will be living here. This will be home. There's a lot to go over. I do like, and the red text is just like button and stick, by the way. So that was funny. Config is just in English for some reason though instead. Something I think you'll notice pretty quickly is that the UI of this game is really, it's just really well presented and really like stylish, and I absolutely love it. Like even this part. A little reflection of the town right there on the side. That's cool. Definitely is a motivator to learn the language. Yes. That's kind of what helps about it too, is just having something that you enjoy and love. Be kind of part of your like regular routine. I wish I could play this more for that reason, but man, it's been busy recently. Spanish is a difficult language to learn, and I come from a Spanish-speaking language country. Do you think so, Zero? In my experience, I don't think Spanish is super difficult for me to learn personally. I just, never got around to it. I was just sort of shit at as a kid. Just because it is similar enough to English that I feel like I have a lot of the base mechanics of the language already embedded in my skull. Japanese has been comparatively a lot more difficult for me to really wrap my head around. At least like now, after I'm about like 4 or 5 months into lessons. Nanika. Yes. I mean, fair enough. Language is going to be approached in very different ways to different people. And so, I might find it easier to like approach Spanish, but other people might have an easier time. I've had friends who like have a much easier time approaching Japanese than like Spanish, which is strange to me, but like, I get it. Our brains kind of work in that weird way. Yeah. I will probably not spend much time talking to strangers on it. I have been doing that at home just to get more like practice, but for your guys' sake, I'm gonna move straight into the main content as much as possible. Yeah, so I can't come here immediately. We actually have to go do this little... You have to activate the event trigger over here by like going over here and talking to this. I don't know why. It seems unnecessary, but... Johnny Blue, it's a lot easier to learn, in my opinion, compared to Japanese/Mandarin, where sentences are more like characters stringed together. In a way, English and Spanish, etc., aren't that different. We're still consolidating ideas into like larger or smaller symbols. Like words themselves are just larger symbols. It's just the organization of those symbols that is inherently different. Like any kanji, you'll notice once you spend enough time with it, is just a collection of smaller symbols. Kevin Gomez, what exactly do you do in this game? So the game has two primary components. One is this slice of life, graphic novel style, where you make a lot of choices and you decide what to do with your day, what you want. The other half is a dungeon crawling game where you basically invade like this surreal space and summon monsters to help you fight.
この近くの荷物は
It's like, I mean, it's basically, it's a JRPG in, if you just want to be like more generic in your description, but it kind of combines elements of graphic novels and like dungeon crawling with a very kinetic and like satisfying combat system that uses the layout of the controller to actually give you a sense of like rhythm with doing the combat once you get used to it. And it's really cool. Like, I really like the feel, presentation, and overall the balancing of this game too. There was actually, in the original release of this, there was an exploit where you could basically get money from enemies, and if you went to the side dungeon, like the side dungeon that basically proliferates the whole game, you could use the bosses to just farm an insane amount of money, a disgusting amount of money. They have removed that. They have nerfed that aspect. Don't forget that it has dating sim elements. Yeah, that's true. But you know, I think it's also 50% of graphic novels are dating sims. I don't know the actual measurement of that, but I just get a feeling. Soka. They did say that this was today.
ごちそうさん、お題置いとくよ。
I do.
この店は裏路地だし、車突っ込んだりはしなさそうだね。突っ込む。変な暴走事故続いてるじゃない。この辺でも起きなきゃいいなってね。
It's weird to me how the sounds of Japanese have like felt different as I learned the language more.
興味ないな。
Kyomi. Yeah, so that's the kanji I used actually for my name. So I'm pretty sure you picked the wrong one. Oh well.
また来るよ。
It actually feels like sounds that have a meaning to them versus just being a string of like incoherent sounds. Also, fun fact, coffee is kohi, because that word was imported. So they originally didn't have a word for that. Yeah, 4 hours for 1 cup of coffee.
お前が
Kyogi. Omae ga kyoki. Ninaritai. Nice. Is this... Man, I keep seeing that kanji and I don't know what that's supposed to be. But it definitely is like referring to a home or place. Is this the place? Etc.
桜宗次郎だ。1年間お前を預かることになってる。
Ichinenka. For 1 year.
どんな悪ガキが来るかと思ったら、お前がね。
Omae wa. Omae is you. dating some aspects, flashback to GTA San Andreas. Oh, dating is a strong term with that. That's, you know.
聞いてるかうちの客とお前の親が知り合いで
A male.
まあいいかついてこい お前の部屋だ
This is your room.
寝床のシーツくらいはくれてやる何か言いたそうだな
What do you have to say? It's a messy room. It's spacious. It's like it's a spacious room.
あとは自分で片付けろ
It's yours.
店閉めたら俺は引き上がる夜は一人になるが
Yodura.
悪さすんなよ
I think I can see this. So not. Guys, just so you know, it will be pretty slow going for the first, like, I think 2 hours or so, up until we get to the first palace section. So by all means, if you guys have any questions for me, if you want to ask about the game, ask about the series in general, I'm happy to chat with you on that one. It's going to be a little bit difficult getting through some of this early text. However, let's do something different here. So I mentioned before, some of you might have came in after that I'm actually going to try to translate some of this with the Google Translate. Let's see how well Google can work for us today. Because I would like to use this as practice, but obviously I don't want to have you guys sitting here not knowing anything that's going on. And I am curious to see how much Google has worked on making this work. So, if you didn't know, Google Translate has a little feature where it can attempt to translate with the camera. And it has a lot of difficulty doing some from a distance, apparently. Yeah. If you are on the wire, then 6, you're okay. They're doing a great job, right?
大人相手に余計なことをするからだ怪我させたのは事実なんだろ
Oh man, it is having a rough time. What's the matter? TSDSE. The location you do a lot of, yes.
ね
Ne-
前歴がついたお前はあえて地元の高校を退学処分
Man, it unfortunately can't zoom in for this, so it's struggling super hard. Even at home though, it was having a rough time.
天候転居を迫られ
Thank you.
それを承諾と
Persona 4 series in general though, ever since 3 has been this kind of format of the early part's very slow.
余計なことは言うなよそれで
Yongen.
も商売だからな
Yongenjaya, again, is just the area that they're in. So if you hear that term a lot, that's what that means.
向こう一年はおとなしく暮らせ何も起こさなきゃ観察も解ける
1 year. That right there is like 1 year. Ka. The ka can mean various different things, but it's interesting for sure.
少年院送りだぞ明日囚人に行くからな
Tomorrow, we'll be going to your school. Sujun?
囚人学園高校てめえで通う学校だろうがよ
How long have you been studying Japanese? On and off, I would say about 3 years. But however, I haven't really been serious about it until I think October or November of last year. And since then, I've been trying to do about 30 minutes to an hour a day.
先生方に挨拶
It takes some time. It's tricky, especially since I have a bad memory. So I have a lot of trouble remembering vocabulary and taking that. I tapped my toe on that. I'm sorry.
おめえみたいなのが編入できる
But yeah, I have, and it's a good experience, man. Like, because you think like it takes so long to learn it, but once you know a language and you can integrate it into your life to some moderate degree, it becomes a skill that is like unattainable by anyone like in a short amount of time. Also, it opens you up to being able to have conversations with people who are from a very different place. It opens to like where you feel comfortable traveling to. Especially when you're someone like me, where you go to conferences or conventions where you have a lot of people coming from out of state and out of country. Like I went to the SIGGRAPH conference, I think about a year and a half ago, and there were a lot of Japanese folks who were there because a lot of people from the game industry tend to visit that. So today, from here on out, from today, I will be living here. I can't see anything. And this is where he just decides to clean up the whole diggity dang room. So this is the point of the game where you basically just get used to, this is the setup you'll have. The game tends to run on a few segments of the day. Essentially you get 2 parts of the day where you get to act the afternoon and the evening. On school days in the game, there you go through a section where you get like an educational part or a story part or some sort of like beat, and then after that you can spend the afternoon doing something, and then you can spend the evening doing something. As the game progresses, you will get new actions to choose throughout the day. And with that too, like different actions are available at different points of the day. Because like you can hang out with some of your friends during the afternoon, but they're not going to be available in the evening because they have shit to do. I don't know, the way this game sort of opens up over time really suits well with like the length of this game too. Yeah. Well, it's natural for someone to want to clean up their room and like take care of this space. It's kind of what he's saying. One of my coworkers once told me that learning your first foreign language is like climbing a steep hill, but your second foreign language is about walking up a hill. Yes, that's absolutely true. Because the biggest part is, and I'll let this sort of run. Anyone who can read this, feel free. Anyone who's interested in listening to the language, I'm sorry. We need to keep going so we can get the parts that are more engaging for more people. But yeah, the biggest part is that your brain has to get used to not just passively recognizing language, but recognizing sounds outside of your predetermined set of things. Because you start to notice the way you start listening to words is a bit different. For example, you tend to group sounds into things that are familiar. So you don't tend to hear... So for example, do you ever think about the fact that you don't really think about what you're saying until you said it? Most of the time? Most of the time, it just happens. Even people with a stuttering problem tend to get, caught ahead of themselves in that way. But you can't obviously do that with a foreign language. There is, that day, that's what he says. You can't do that. I was returning I think the bus was late that day. This is a flashback. You can tell by the vignette. But once you get past that initial hazard of conditioning your brain to learning another language and being able to flip-flop between those two languages, your brain is more accessible to categorizing sounds to having meanings outside of their initial sound. Because previously, hello is pretty solidly set in your mind. And there's just a linear connection of hello means to greet someone, or hi just means hello, which means to greet someone. And you still connect things back to like that initial point of contact. But if you're having to learn like Ohio or Konbanwa, etc., as also meaning these things, you suddenly have to react to things separately. Also, the way languages categorize meaning and how they form thoughts can be inherently different. Japanese is categorized as being a subject, object verb language, while English is a subject verb object language, which just means like when you say that something is happening in English, you saying something. Whereas in Japanese, the organization is like you something happening. That explanation was probably confusing, but I'm thinking of it as I go. So basically, he's being a drunk asshole. He's just like saying, I control the world, whatever. They do what I say. Those stupid cops. Look, they're coming. Just get in the car already. Omaira. What are you looking at? Get going already. You didn't see anything. Yaki? Look, you... Omae ga toroi taraka... I don't know what that says, honestly. She's like, he's looking back to her and says, hey, get in the car already. And now, things go to shit. Oh, not yet. Now we go to sleep. Do we sleep well? No, because the pee-pee went off. And the app is back. And also, he's just like very casually, he's just like, man, I thought I got rid of that, and just tosses it again. I would be more concerned about that personally, but whatever. Joker's a cool kid. He doesn't give a fuck. Yeah. I was very Lada. Do not watch the anime, experience the game. If you don't have enough money for the new version, that's okay. Buying the original version is for like 20 bucks, and it's absolutely worth it. It is a considerably better experience, like by a vast margin. The game is a far better experience than the anime is. Like, everything about the anime looks worse for some reason. You know what? These fries are alright. Alright. Are you guys ready to meet the schnoz? The glorious schnoz that has ruled over this game for a decade? Here he is. The schnoz. Oh, I love his nose, man. It is. I keep looking here to talk to you guys because I see all the chat right here. Jijin. You will see that a lot. This game is one of the best games this generation. Only Nier Automata is better. I would say this game is better overall, but hey man, you like what you like. I think Nier Automata is a great experience. Oh my god. Igor is such like a consistently like very ominous looking character. When in the past, like he has been nothing but like very gracious and like a positive character. Essentially what he's saying is the room conforms to the circumstances of its guest. So because he feels like a prisoner of fate, it has become a prison. In the past, it has become a limousine, which fucking this dude got cheated, or an elevator. It's also been an opera room, which, if you're wondering where that music comes from, in the original game, there is, I think her name is Beatrice, sings this song in the room. So there's actually someone in the Velvet Room actually singing the music. At this point, it's just become the staple song of the Velvet Room, like the room of requirement. Yeah, actually, that's a pretty good. That is a pretty good similarity. I'm looking for a word and I'm losing it, but yes, a very similar concept.
監視とは元来囚人を守る職務。私たちもまた協力し
He's introduced these two as our wardens, who will help with our rehabilitation. Basically, making us into better people. For that here, for this here.
さあ時間だ。おとなしく眠りに戻ればいい。
We will learn a lot more about the Velvet Room in the future. And I'll sprinkle what I know about it every now and again. So that, the kanji right underneath Sunday, by the way, means morning. It's asa. You'll see that a lot. If there's one thing you'll probably learn, it's that one. Because you see it all the time. Itai nani o koto wa?
ちゃんと起きてるみたいだな。
I literally popped in on Hunter speaking Japanese. Yeah, I know a little bit. I can read some of this game. So, yeah, for anyone who is joining us new, like JJ here, we're playing the Japanese version of Persona 5 The Royal because the English version is not out yet. Can you read the Japanese subtitles? Skoshi. I can read a little bit of it, but unfortunately my Japanese isn't good enough yet to read a lot of it. I'm hoping over the course of these streams, my Japanese will improve enough that I can convey a lot of this. I already know kind of a lot what's happening because I played the original version. Like right here, he's just saying, he's kind of being obtuse about it. He's like, come on, let's go already. I'll drive you to your school to get the papers done, whatever. But he's being a tsundere about it. He's like, whatever, like I don't want to do it. Just so you know, girls are usually the only ones in my second seat, the passenger seat. Congratulations on your first gaming stream. Thank you. The chat's going a little bit slow right now. We had it popping early on, but that's okay. I think this is going to be kind of a unique experience, so I don't expect everyone to be so down for it. But I'm happy for everyone who decided to keep around and who's interested in seeing this game. So is this a continuation of Catherine? No, but they are canonically set in the same universe. But don't think about that too hard, because it really doesn't... Yes. Essentially, Catherine... Yeah, he's basically saying make a good impression because this school is like the only school that actually vouched for you. Catherine is essentially set in the same universe. The game was originally a way of them testing out the art style that they wanted to use for Persona 5. And that's why it was kind of a more limited game with like one setting and with the tower mechanic being like just an advanced puzzle. Kind of a chamber piece game. But yes. This is the principal, Kawakami, right there on the side, is going to be our teacher. I always think of the principal reminds me of like an overcooked egg. Like right after you make a sunny side up egg. Vince is fucked in any game. Yeah. Vince exists. I think he actually makes an appearance in Persona 3 Fez. Fun fact, if you ever go back and play that game, he is in the bar at one point. I don't remember what it's called though. Yeah, this is going to be your teacher, Kawakami Sensei.
川上貞代です。これ学生証。
Gakuseisho. Oops. So yeah, you can actually press L3. Anyone who decides to pick this game up, if you want to try the Japanese, it should be available. You can actually go through and repeat all of the text. Really good for practice. And there's our little student ID. Nani.
校則よく読んでおきなさい。
And you see her act like really nervous
そうで
and
も
whatnot.
指導必要。
It's Sojiro! Yeah, Sojiro develops a lot as a character. I really like his like development throughout this game.
私は一切構いません。
Just the Issei.
そういう約束ですよね、校長先生。
So am I really the only one? Did it really have to be me? Principal's name, I can't remember his name. He's like, unfortunately, you're the only one who is available in your class.
本当にどうして私が。
Domo. But honestly, I don't feel why. Yeah. But honestly, why me though? I really don't feel like I'm up to it. And then he says like, well, unfortunately, you're the only one with a with an opening in your class.
説明終わったならもういいですかね。
Sojiro's just like, can we get going already? I do run a shop after all.
店開けてきてるんで。
Yeah. Right here, he's like, I have to get going back to my shop.
さくらさん、注意してみていてくださいよ。外でトラブルを起こさないように。
Koto de. Still can't stream this game on PS4. I wonder if you're able to for Royal. You can stream this. The original text that they put out, the original material they put out was that you couldn't do so after, I think, July in the game. The revised information that they put out for this one is that you can't do past, I think, December. However,
こうしたら職員室に来なさい。
how much they've enforced that in the past has been limited, to say the least. Do you think the Japanese voices for Naruto is deeper than the English voice for the adults, or is the same? I can't tell because I haven't studied Japanese. I'm not really sure because I went from listening to the dub in the original series, listening to the sub for Shippuden. So I didn't really experience the Japanese version for the original series that much. I will say that I prefer the Japanese voices overall to the English voices, just because the line delivery is a lot more dynamic. I tried to before it gives me a block screen. That's interesting. I'm not sure why. I know that you can't use the record feature on like the actual like share feature. That tends to be blocked. But I think streaming is fine. I don't know what you did, Lada, but I mean, if you can continue to see this, then I think we're good. So I don't know. I think he meant you can't stream via the share button. That is correct. Which is super dumb, but yeah. Sorry to hear that, man. Albeit, I think it works for the gameplay, but it shuts off anytime you get to a cutscene. I actually haven't been paying attention to if those pop-ups have come up for this. I actually can't remember what these. I know that kanji. I can't remember what this says here. Tsukeru.
しかし学校ってな
学校ってのな。
昔も変わり映えしねえな
For the school, blah blah blah. Yeah, that's what I meant. Will they change it for Royal? Honestly, Lada, probably not. I wouldn't count on it. Atlas is kind of antiquated in that regard. Is this going to come to PC? Probably not. Atlas is a very small company, and they do a lot of limited release. But also, the Japanese market doesn't tend to trust the PC market all that much. The reasons are kind of semantic, but typically no. They haven't yet released anything on PC as far as I know.
男の先生の方が適任ですよ
So we actually meet. No, coming to Nintendo? Maybe. I don't know if that's been confirmed anywhere. All I know is that they put out a questionnaire to see if people were interested.
なんであんなの編入させたんですかね
So we will actually meet this character a lot soon enough, in case anyone's curious.
校長のご判断ですから学園の実績のためって聞きましたけど
実績なら私のバレー部が十分貢献してると思います
PC, yep. PS3 emulation then. That is, it's confirmed. Lada, do you know what source confirms that, like, is Persona 5 the Royal coming to Switch, or are they releasing previous, like, Persona 3 or 4? They have had specific titles, because I know that, are coming to Nintendo. Okay, I will look that up and try to confirm that later, but I hadn't heard anything about that yet. The thing is that Persona 5 Scramble has Twitch integration. I wonder if it has to do with a different dev team, or if Atlas has changed their stance. It is a different dev team. Atlas, I don't believe, has changed their stance on anything.
本当ですよ
本当ですよ. Honto means honestly. So, 本当ですよ is like, yeah, for sure.
気をつけてくださいねもっともあんな生徒何かあったら追い出しますがね
いっそ不登校で
Hello.
来てくれたら考えちゃいますよ
Red suit, added again. Walking around.
まあ教師の言うべきことじゃないですが
では私は練習に戻らないと
大会近いですもんね
Sky this, alright.
周りの期待が大きすぎるってのも考えものですよ
They are talking about he has a volleyball game coming up. He's the volleyball coach. So she's like, well, you know, like, you guys been doing great. It's like, yeah, we're gonna get it.
まあそうですね
So this, is that so?
なんで私のクラスなの
Why did it have to be my class? Zen Zen, never. He's Ashtakara, starting tomorrow, you're taking the train, is what he says there. He's super grumpy about the traffic. So, the school, what did you think about it? Isogashi soka? Soda. Not isogashi. Omoshiroi. It was interesting. Dokuni nani o. There is nothing there. I think.
状況は分かってんのかねしかし一度最悪食らったのに他へ入り直すとはなどうせ誰も趣味に構っちゃくれねえのに
学校で習うわ。
俺なんか言われちまうかもしれねえな。めんどくせえな、預かっちまったぜ。
Is this your first time playing? It is not. I have played through the original release of this completely, and I played a little bit of Royal at home, just to make sure that this was like a doable idea. And yeah, I'm not gonna say anything because
なんとなく承諾しちまったな。
die.
金だってもらっちまってたし。
This is the line. Is the radio is saying there has been delays and blockages because a subway has derailed. Has derailed in the subway. またしかよ。
混んでるのそれのせいか。多いな、最近。
多いな。
そういや、先月に大きな交通事故があったな。お前がこっち来る前の話。
Coming to you, yeah. You will be going on your own. Coming on your own.
亡くなった子、15歳だったっけか。
15 minutes, I think.
親御さんさぞかし。
I do love the Japanese voices for this. They really do capture it. Okay, so this is what the what they were referring to. Couldn't hear it, but here's the visual version of it. That's not good. We played all the way through once. Partially way through about 3 times. I actually started at one point playing like a day. So something you noticed was like the calendar. And now we get introduced to Sai in this normal time. Something you'll notice is that the calendar, and the game does actually go by with an in-game calendar. So what I was doing sometime last year was basically playing a day in game, a day in real life, and it was an interesting experience. Really relaxed overall experience. It was a concept I wanted to do more with, but at the time, unfortunately, was not I didn't have time to do it. So talking about the train instances, and he's like, "Hey, would you like to grab a drink?" There isn't like a dating aspect to that, or implication there. It's more just like, hey, let's grab a drink to talk business. And she's like, sorry, I have to work on the case. You know. This game is amazing. It is. This is one of my favorite games. And I'm hoping the Royal just compounds onto that quality. Fucking pancake kid. Cafe LeBlanc. Here he's complaining, like, geez, we spent so long in traffic I didn't even get to open up the store today. Yeah. Nai? Well, go up to your room.
事故だね。80人も巻き込んだのかよ。
Reading the incidences earlier, 80 people were hurt by the train incident.
日記帳だ。つけておけ。
Niksho diary. It is basically just describing that.
別に行動に特別な制限はない。
That the social worker told him he needs to keep track of his activities. So Sojiro, being the loving dad figure he is, said, "You do it, and if you don't, then it's going to be trouble." Basically, he has to give a weekly or monthly report on what our main character is up to.
法律守れってこと以外はな。
So he's just like, "Better keep good track of it."
俺には報告の義務がある。日々の記録だけはつけてもらう。
He gets a call.
よ、どうした？
Doshita, what's
今
up?
から出るよ。
Yep, I was heading out just now.
大丈夫だって。すぐ行くからさ。
It's alright. Like, I'm heading right away.
じゃあ、後でな。
Yep, see you then.
じゃあ帰るわ。閉めとくから後は好きにしろ。
Alright then, I'm returning. Or like, you know, he's saying like, I'm getting out of here. Amaito, Kukara. Oh, make sure to close the door. And I would like to...
大切ながらすなよ。何がなくなったら好きだからな。
好きだから。
明日から学校だ。さっさと無料よ。
Tomorrow you're heading to the school. Don't forget, I think. I'm not sure. Anyway, now we have our save device. So we can actually save the diggity dang game. So in the animation, do they use Joker's actual name? They pick a canon name for him. He has two canon names, which is confusing, which is Akira and Ren. Different sources decided different ones were appropriate. I don't know. このNiki ni Nini no gotcha. So yes. Tomorrow something. Today is over. Yes, now I can save the dang game. It's my goofy name that means absolutely nothing. Uh-oh. So he heard that phone ring and he thought, oh, is that my phone? That does not sound like any normal phone. Like, I get the idea of it, but yeah. He's like, well, it's not my phone. I wonder where it's coming from. Oh, it's coming from downstairs. Oh, it's this phone. This phone is important. And you're like, Dare, who is this? Or something, I don't know. So, Dare is this. It's like, can you not recognize my voice? It's Sakura. Sakura is his last name. Sojiro is his main name. So in the Japanese, he actually calls himself Sakura. We got 250 hours in this game. Jesus Christ, I don't think so. I think it's 150, but yeah, it's a long game for sure. You've got 250 hours. I bet, man, Jesus Christ, this game is insane. Bakata. I understand, mostly. Okay. It's funny because, like, if you were Japanese, some of these, like, pop-ins, like, open, or you're like, oh, well, I had to try to remember that. For me, it's just like, oh, yeah, I know that one. The only thing that's frustrating to me is how long it takes to get to a lot of my favorite parts of this game, which is mostly like the mid-section to the end section of the game. Have you beat it? Honestly, 250 hours could be just like 2 playthroughs, legitimately. It's insane. So, he's like, go ahead and change the sign. Flip it. Coffee and curry. By the way, coffee and curry is a fantastic combination that I absolutely recommend. Like, don't mix your coffee into your curry. It's just like as a accompanying beverage to curry. Coffee is amazing. And just continue kind of repeating the idea. It's like, I need to take the train to school tomorrow. And then he's like saying, all right, disconnecting one goes to Aoyama, then etc. Twice New Game Plus. Yep. Take the something exit, etc. He's just explaining to the player like this is the route you need, and you can use that information. Finished hard mode at about 180 hours. Wow. I think it took about 120 hours for me personally. So that's impressive that you spent like all the extra time on it. But yeah, something about he's saying about the subway crash was on the news. Something big. Tomorrow, it's going to be difficult to get around. Dayaka. And then the app is back, and yet again, he's just like, geez, why does it keep popping up? And just deletes it again. Joker, man, he does not care. It's just like, oh man, that's weird. Oh, that should be suspicious. Nah, fuck it, I don't care. And we yet again go to sleep to our next day. So we are still in the tutorial area of this game, and it'll be still a bit more time until we do. So today, I'm off to school. Should be good. No idea. I can save again. Something, fun fact about me, I save constantly. Because I don't like redoing anything if I don't have to. Here we go. Like, oh, so you're heading off to school for the first time, huh? Here you go. I made curry for you. Hurry up and eat it before you're late for your train. Curry. And you're like, curry? And then, for breakfast? Either way, he's like, hurry up and just eat it already. This is where he starts to show his, like, tsundere. And Joker is like, once you, I don't know exactly what it says, but it's like, surprisingly, amidst the curries, tastes like a complex layer of flavors. Soro is kind of a way of apologetically saying already getting when you're leaving. Soro iserei shimasu is sorry, but I must leave hastily. And so here he's just saying Japanese curry is really good. Yes, it is. It's wonderful. Fucking. My favorite I think is Indian, just because I love tiki masala. But Japanese curry with some potatoes and some some hot curry. Yeah. Never had it with coffee too. It's fantastic. It's one of my favorite things. And then gochi sosama. Gochi sosama is something you tend to say after you eat a meal. You're like, thanks for the food. Ike. Oh yeah, it goes, oh yeah, and when you leave, don't forget to turn the open sign. Wakata. I understand. I get it. Toto. I keep seeing Tototo. I don't know what that means. I need to check that out. If I can remember to mention it, I will do so next time. There's something like so unbelievably stylish about this game, and I just can't get over it. Okay, so at this point, we don't have access to quick travel to get to the school. So we actually have to find a way around. And usually I would just like, you can walk out this way, and it'll take you there. But actually, what I would say is the more accurate way to get there, you can talk to this guy, but I don't understand what he's saying, so just gonna ignore him. Is that you can actually walk this way. And like, just to say, like, I love the love and detail that went to this like little part of town. Because if you've ever been to like a Japanese town, like a little town, you definitely see these like really tight valleys where like the buildings are really closely put together, and you have this little market next to like residential buildings right here. And it's really cool. Like, I love the layer of like detail that goes into this. But especially this little moped. I like mopeds, man. But just walking through here, we get this little space. This is a spa and like the washing room next to it, the laundromat. We'll visit that later, actually. And this nice tight thing where like you get these little stores, this graffiti right here, and if we walk down here, we actually see this area that goes out to the subway station. So walk that way. Has Royal laid back on that one aspect of the game where you need to go to sleep every time. Better yet, a character telling you to. Honestly, so no, it's the same mechanic. However, it never bothered me so much that Morgana told me. Also, I really love this. So you can press check to be like, okay, I want to get on the train immediately. However, if you sit here and wait for the train to come, you can actually walk into the train and it accomplishes the same thing. The first time I found that out, I was so excited about it. I don't know why, but again, it's like small details. And Toy Soldier, to get back to your comment, I prefer this game's version of it with Morgana saying, hey, you should get to sleep, being as a way you can just physically walk. I think you can. That's what I did at home. Can you not anymore? Oh no, it must have been a different thing. I don't know. You know what? I don't know if I was doing it right, but I definitely just walked in at home without pushing a button. I think that's cool. But yeah, because in the previous games, it says, you feel tired, you should go to sleep. And I'm like, don't let me tell me what to do. Like, I hated the idea that I was deciding outside of myself, like the game was telling me to do so. Whereas having a character in-game be like, you should go to sleep, and then me sort of, as the character, agreeing with him, was way more favorable in my eyes. Also, that guy playing Evita. Yes, and these are definitely as crowded as you would experience in like Japan. It's awful. That's something I'm not looking forward to at all. Is the super packed subway trains. But yeah, we need to take the Ginza line to get around, so let's go around here. So we see right there, above my character, Ginza, we need to follow those signs. And something I appreciate is that, like, if you want to ignore the instructions and just get around like naturally, you can be like, okay, Ginza here. It says 7A to 8. Alright, so I can go this way. Do I see Ginza? Do I see those same characters for Ginza on the line here? Nope. And I can't read that super well, so I just didn't try. In here, can I see Ginza? I don't think I see it. So we head this way. I never found that Morgana telling you to go to sleep bad either, and you're right, the past games told you the same. I think the reason people hate it here is because they have a face to attach it now. Yeah, I think you're right. And it was definitely not the same experience for me. Also, this part's a little bit different. Introducing Oya like a little bit sooner with this. And I'm not sure what she's saying there, because a lot of the kanji in her conversation were... So he's just saying, you're not supposed to go this way. This goes to Shibuya. We're not headed to Shibuya right now. This is Koyaku line. And so... 8 right here. So this is heading to the Ginza line. There it is, Ginza line. Ginza heads this way. And something about... What? Oh, Ginza heads this way. But this is like cut off right now. So I have to head around it. And so the exit, the Deguchi. That's how you read those kanji right there. Over exit is Deguchi. So we have to head up here first to get back to the Ginza line. And I like exploration a lot in games, so the idea of having to like figure my way around a subway in a country where I can't read much of the language and have to really pay attention to like literally the signs in the game. Not everyone's idea of a good time, but man do I love this so much. And so also they changed these signs a little bit. Oh no, wait, this is different. When I played this, actually, one of these posters was a different poster. I wonder if it'll cycle. Nope. Because this character is... I don't know. I might be wrong. I might be just talking out of my ass right now. That's okay. These things happen. So this is Ginza line, okay. The Ginza line. Head this way. Oh, and I can walk right into here. Come on. Oh, they're closing. God dang it. I promise you can do it. I promise you can. And I think it's really cool. Unfortunately, it's apparently more finicky than I actually had in mind. So. Give me 1 second, guys. Alright. I'm back. Just wanted to check on the stream, guys. I saw the numbers actually dropped a lot, and I think it's because originally people saw Persona 5, got really excited, and then they saw, oh, I can't read this, and this guy can't read it well enough either, and so they all left. But thank you so much to these 17 people who have stuck around. 15 people. I called them out and they fucking ditched. But thanks for everyone who stick around. We're gonna keep trying these streams out for a while, see if people are interested once we get to the good stuff. And if we do, great. If not, then maybe we try something different. All depending on what you guys sort of want. Sojiro, they're talking about the train crashes that happened in the subway earlier. He's saying, man, that's kind of a mess, isn't it? What they're seeing on the news with the subway. Can't wait to Persona 6 in 10 years. Yep. I will be 37 and it will be great. Tokuza. I don't know. Till we get to the good stuff, aka 50 streams later. I mean, that's a good point. It takes... it'll probably be, I think it's day 12. April 12th, where we actually start seeing combat. So... Or no, actually, no, I think on this first day, we get to here. So, fair adjustment. Now we head off. And look, because it's raining, something I forgot to mention. Sojiro mentions, oh yeah, the news said it's gonna rain. He's like, oh, did he remember to bring his umbrella? Being, again, kind of like tsundere dad, like, oh man, he's gonna get a cold, he didn't bring his umbrella. Here we meet another of our main characters, An, who honestly, unintentional pun, grew on me a lot as the game went through. So, who also has like no earlobes. I've only met like one person who just like dead ass doesn't have any earlobes. I don't know how she got like an earring into that. That's incredible. By the way, we get to the stuff. The English version would be out. Yep, probably. Which who knows? We might switch over to the English version at that point. Never seen this game before? Well, Pale Horse, I absolutely recommend picking it up when it finally comes out. More than likely in your home language, so probably English from the looks of it. It is a JRPG with it's kind of half dating sim slice of life, like sim and dungeon crawler with abstract elements. About Ryuji. Yeah. Like, he has a good heart, but a lot of times you just feel like, shut the fuck up, Ryuji. Very abrasive. That's an absolutely good way to put it, buddy. But yeah, Pale Horse Rider. Unfortunately, I can't read all of this. I am reading a bit of it, where I can. Kamoshida is what that says, is the name of the teacher. Kamoshida. He's sounding it out. That's why it's in those characters versus like the kanji of his name. Yeah. Right now in that car, that was Kamoshida. That guy with the disgusting weird chin. I hate that. But yeah, Pale Rider, I absolutely recommend check this game out when it comes out on the 31st. Ryuji's a homie, but he can be annoying at times. Yep, Ryuji is the man that would have your back no matter what. But he's also the guy who would absolutely get you in trouble for some stupid shit. This man, like, if you didn't have a place to stay, he'd let you stay at his house for as long as you need. He'd feed you. He'd be like, it's okay, buddy. He'd invite you to all his friends. He's the guy who's like, this man, I would die for this man. But sometimes this motherfucker does some stupid shit. And all you can think is, shut the fuck up, Ryuji. Stop yelling. Like I'm sure all of us have that friend who's just like, this man, like, he would die for you. He would do anything for you. And he's legitimately, like, a good dude. But his temper and his genuinely, like a blunt, abrasive way of going about things gets him into a lot of trouble. And he can just be kind of uncool when he gets angry. Like, everyone, we all know that guy. Also, I don't know if everyone in chat knows this, but there is, like, you see a lot of Japanese characters, like the bully characters, or like the punk guys with the blonde hair. Dyeing your hair blonde is kind of a symbol of, like, being a punk, and has been for, like, a long time, because most Japanese people don't have naturally blonde hair. And so it's kind of frowned upon. So Ryuji doing so kind of lends him to that character. Sounds way out of my element. I usually just play AC Odyssey. Oh yeah. Totally got homie like that. Yeah. No, for sure. I think everyone does. Like, honestly, they're good to keep around because at some point, when you're gonna be down your fucking luck, they will pick you up. They're good people. You just gotta, you have to be their conscious. You gotta tell them sometimes, calm down. Assassin's Creed Odyssey was not a game that I much cared for, but I'm glad other people enjoy it. A lot of my friends do too. Ja, wakare ne. Something about this rain. But yeah, this is... I recommend, if you're curious but not sold on it yet, you can buy the original version of this game for $20. It's pretty cheap. A lot of the same stuff as the Royal, but a little bit smaller. So by a little bit, I mean not that much smaller. But worth checking out, giving it like 5 hours in a day. And if you're not sold on it, or just watch some live streams of it. Old one. So this is a mechanic they revisit whenever you meet someone important to the story that you finally like click with them. Because remember, at the beginning, we were being interrogated. And all of this is like flashback to how we got to this point. That day, a big accident happened in the subway. 17 on Amazon? Yeah. Absolutely recommend it if you're not sure on it yet, checking it out. Yeah, big track. Did you see it's Shitteru ne? Did you know about it? Shitteru? Yeah. Shitteru nai. I didn't know. You were correct. Ryuji is that friend who would have your back no matter what, but is also the reason that you're in trouble in the first place. Yeah. Oh man. Oof, that was a lot. Nice thing is, if you start learning Japanese, you'll find out that most of the kanji, they don't use all the kanji in the Japanese language all the time. It's kind of like there's a selection of it that gets like primarily used, and then you can learn the rest as you go. And I ain't gonna tell her shit because I ain't no snitch. Enjoy. Shinako. The end it says school. I don't know what else there. Hattara. Basically just telling you to keep talking, keep telling me what happened. Alright, what happened next? The app is back. The app is back. Look at that angle. So now uh-oh. 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 App is doing a thing. That app that was very ominous, he just decided to ignore every time. You see those signs? Can't read them, but it's actually a good bit of consistency with the rest of the game. So that is, I think it just says the school's name as well. We're almost there. We're almost to the first bit of combat in this game. Other than like the 5 seconds in the intro part, but that doesn't really count. Gakuwa. The school. Koko wa doko de? Where are we? Koko ga Gakko. Is this the school? Here, is this the school? And that one I don't know. So, is this the school? So he's saying he just doesn't have it, like his phone doesn't get a signal here. He's confused. Kanban. Mitanaka. I don't see why. They should be. Is this some kind of prank? What am I saying? You. Uh-oh. Dude, can someone translate for us? Tell us what they're saying. I'm trying, but unfortunately, like, there's a lot I don't know. And the English version of this game doesn't come out until March 31st. I recommend Google Translate and enjoy the English. I tried doing it, but like, I can't get the phone close enough by myself. But it's like, he's like, hey, what's going on? And are these the staff? Dokiri-da. Not sure, because I don't understand what they're saying. Yes, this will primarily be an expose of if the style sells you on it by itself. Are these the staff? Because as if, like, how would I know? Yeah, that. Yikes, this is bad. Time out, like, whoa, time out. He's saying, like, we have to run. Run? So either this one is, arugeru, or wakata. I understand, or run? Yes, I understand. Just like, get going, let's go. Kuso means shit, like, it's just an expletive. Kuso! Nani nanderu? What are you guys? Like, ouch. Like, you know that hurt, right? What is there? What's going on here? Take them away. Yeah, I'll try to be more proactive about translating what I do know, because I know that it is important to people. But more than anything, what I'm trying to get to is the slice of life stuff. Hey, wake up. Hey. And the combat, because the combat is by far what really surprised me most about this game. Daijoubu ka? Are you okay? Yes, I'm okay. Where is here? And what is that? Yeah. Where are we? Koko wa? I'm not sure. I just woke up myself and trying to figure it out. I'm not sure about that one. This whole scene is essentially just like, I'm not sure, so I'm figuring combat music is so good. Yes, it is. It's fantastic. Kore? See, I don't know what kore is, and that's kind of the problem. But yeah, nani. You see that kanji in the middle, like nani nanda. Like, what's going on? You'll see that a lot. Hey. Hey, let me out. Who is doing this? Best combat music in the series? Absolutely. I feel like that just now. What? In case you didn't catch, Oi is just like a, hey, nanka. Seriously, what's going on here? Alright, now you're just gonna be like, hey, let's look around, figure out, find a way out. We can't run. Okay, let's look around. Nah, those are gonna be too. We could hide behind those and catch them off guard. No, no way. What are you doing? Restraining ourselves won't help here. Like, man, I am kind of feeling sleepy. Hey, wait, no. What are we doing? No, we gotta stay focused. Wait, someone's coming? Yokode. Kisama. Kisama, by the way, is a way of saying you that has more of a like a you son of a bitch. Like omae is you. And also anata is you. Anata is sort of kind of plain, like very, very polite. Kima is more casual. And then Kisama is just like you son of a bitch. And not like a cheeky way, more of a like you motherfucker, like I will actually destroy you. Lord Kamishida, you have been sentenced to death. Huh? Something like you dare to try to steal from the king. Kamashida. Yes, he... Is the gameplay going to be different in the English? No, the gameplay will be exactly the same. Dareda. The only difference between the English and Japanese gameplay is that the confirmation and decline buttons are going to be switched. So you're used to, if you press circle, you go back on a menu, and you press X, you confirm. The opposite is true in Japan. The reason for that being that originally, like, it's matsu and batsu. Batsu means like wrong, and then matsu is ding ding ding, correct. Yeah, he starts talking a lot more like flavorfully. Thankfully, Ryuji, being a very simple person, means reading his stuff is much simpler. One person today here for something. Like, hey, you shut the fuck up. Something like, you dare talk to a king that way. Myself. Oh boy. Basically, he's acting all hidey and tidy, like, I'm the king of this place. You dare to come in here and mess with my stuff. For that, like, you're going to die. Yeah, and here it's just like committing them to death. Like, you're gonna die for your crimes. Yeah, guards, take them away from me. Yamero. We gotta get running. We gotta go. Beats the shit out of him, man. Fucking, you hear that? That sounded so, like, guttural. I'm not sure. Like, why? Something? From running, etc. You think you can run away? Where do you think you'd go? Hello, here you get. What was that? So much harder now. Sole. Jesus. You notice his little, like, little shoes, his little booties? I think, like, you are beneath me. Now, time for you to die. Yomeru! Stop! go. Now we're getting to the good stuff, guys.
ほぼないに等しい。
もうがないんですよ。
この声が届いているということはまだ可能性は残っているはず。
どうした見ているだけか
Do you see?
大事さに見殺しかこのままでは本当に死ぬ
Honestly, are you willing to die here?
間違っていたのか
And he's just like, no, fuck that. I'll beat his ass. No! Yeah, the gameplay will not be any different. Do not worry about that. Okay, like. The voice is basically just like, alright, I will give you my power. Nanji Dawari. Now rebel with your angry spirit. Something about power, dreams, release me, etc. I will stop you myself with my own hands. Very well. God damn! For some reason, the anime cutscenes always look like less good than the actual in-game. No one in chat has explained how uncomfortably dressed Kamoshida is. How come no English subs? We should probably write that in the description. This is the Japanese version of the game that has not come out yet in the States until 31st. But I thought I would show off the game a little bit early to those who are interested. Particularly the gameplay. Also, the mask, why do you rip it off his face? It's to release this guy. So the masks manifest once they realize their rebellious spirit, and removing it unleashes basically a demon that lives inside them. That is their way of fighting against people like the creepy guy who's wearing his underwear and little booties. But yes, how come no English subtitles? Because there aren't any English subtitles, unfortunately, for this game yet. This is Persona 5 The Royal, not Persona 5 the original release. So we don't have an English version of it yet. My name, Arsene. You. I am your power. Use me as you please. Alright. Something about power. Shinande. Yes. We're not gonna die here. Yokara. Very well. What is that? Get up, guards, and defeat him already. Now. Koitsu. In your dreams. Like, basically, you think you can defy me in your dreams. Alright, so this is the... This power is... mine... Alright. So, I think it's interesting that, like, the way this game's laid out, instead of having, like, a drop-down menu, they're placed across the button layout of your various buttons. There will be more things that should pop up, but as you do it, so like triangle, you press triangle. These are all your spells. Square, I don't have any items yet, but once I can do that. X is your guard, so that's, you know, defend. And then sword is your attack. You select beforehand. Order, you see here. These aren't things we have access to yet because we don't have party members, but analysis lets us keep track of what weaknesses they have to what elements. Tactics, you can change how the AI operates, either using them yourself or getting them to act only on what you say. Escape, run from the battle. You know what the worst part about Kamoshida? He's based on an actual person scandal that happened in Japan. I didn't actually know that. That's interesting. I will look into that. I forgot Royal was released just until he said it. My mind was racing trying to figure out how I've seen this in English. Yeah. So the Royal comes out on the 31st of March. So, but once it comes out, I might switch to doing this in English. We might do something else. Who knows? It's a way out. And so I'm just gonna attack. That's about all I can do right now. That's fine. So if we use a hop. Minasane yo. Ah, so fucking clean, dude. So I really like this in-screen sound, but like, eventually it just loops too. As you slowly lose your mind, hearing bam 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 bam. That just now. What was that? I'm not sure. Oh no, bam! I love like. Hurry up, get out! Oh, grab the key. No wait, let's go. This is grab the key. Kakata. Alright, I did it. Kisamara. So Kisama means you. Kisamara is that it refers to like multiple people. So Kisamara, he's talking about both of them. It's like you two punks. Yeah, he's just reiterating from before. Also, that pink Speedo is very visible right now, and I hate it. That you thing. Modito. Kisamara! Just again, like, why you? Why you? Damn it. Yeah, we gotta go. Let's get out of here. He fucking throws the key into the water. Which is the smartest thing Ryuji does this whole game, to be honest. Where are you going? Like, get back here. Suck in. Dada. Dada. I don't get it, but we've got to get out of here. This way to the exit. Yossha. It's a really neat effect while you're in the, what they later call the metaverse, is that all of your steps have this little, like, splash effect to them. What? What's that? Oh, using the cages as platforms? That's a good idea. That's what he says. And then press the circle button to act whenever actions are there. That's what that says. And you can check all these cages. He's like, oh, it's just empty. And that's just like, check them. So we'll go right here. Oh, secret passage. You'll kind of see that, like, as we progress, he'll just make little side comments throughout, and that's pretty consistent throughout most of the game. Yeah. Chotto matte. Oi, chotto matte. Wait a second. Look over there. There are guard stations. They look pretty armed. There's no way we can take them. We have to go another way. For people who are popping in, I don't know if they're going to understand that I'm not just very deadpan reacting to the game. I am reading, I am, to the best of my knowledge, reading whatever comes up. It's like, oi, hold up, or check out over there. It was one of those two. Koto. I don't know what they were going after about. Let's see if we can find the exits. How many stairs do we have to climb to get out of this place? Cool. Is it here? Let's get out of here already. This isn't the exit. There's no way to get out of here from here. But where we go now? Goes back. Audit over there. Audit is over there. A lot there I don't know. Daisho, is it going to be okay? Is it fine to leave him there? Yeah. Okay. That's... Whenever I make... Once I finally own a house, this is what I'm gonna do. Switches to like get through around my house. I'm definitely putting in a moat. And I'm also making a giant bust of my own head that you have to reach into my mouth to open. Because I want it. Where do you think, like, where are you going? Damn it, there isn't an exit here either. It's like, oi, over here. Hey, where are you looking? I can give you a hand. There he is. Morgana. Koisu. What is that? You gotta get me out of here. I shouldn't be in this cage. Wait a second. We don't know. Wait a second. What if you're in there for a good reason? Why do you look like that? Yeah. Why would I be in here on purpose? Come on. Neko. Are you a cat? Neko Jane. I am not a cat. Like, alright, well, there's no way for us to get around this. Like, hey, me. You need to look for an exit? I know how to get out of here. You just gotta let me out of here first. Honto ka? Really? Yes, I know what I'm talking about. Can we really trust him? You two need to get out of here, and whether you like it or not. Doesn't Neko mean cat? It does! That's why he says Neko Janai, because it isn't like being called a cat. He's like, I am a human. If we don't hurry up, we're gonna get caught. Shigatane. We have no choice. It's good to be free again. Hurry up and show us the way to exit, you demon cat. I said it wasn't a cat. My name is Morgana. Oh, don't call me cat. My name is Morgana. whatever already. Just get us out of here. Oh, right. I get it. Already. Come this way. So, guide us over, kitty cat. Yeah, it's already fourth period. Sakura-san. Sojiro Sakura said he left on time, so he should be here already. Where on earth could he have gone off to? Honestly, it's just my luck. Shadane. What is this thing? You want it over? This is how you get. Stick your hand in its mouth. You stick your hand in it. Promise. You can open it that way. I'm like, oh. Then, ah. Which is such just a great, like. Oh. Alright, Sasuke, Sasuto. Let's get going. Yamek! Useless, just stand back. You have the ability, that's good. Come, Zoro! Who has the tiniest head of all? What? You can do that too? So great. Also, to anyone watching right now, please take a good hard look at that demon. And tell me what you see. I should look at that. Tell me what you see on the demon right there. It's exactly what you think it is. It's got little hearts on it too. These demons. Basically saying if we want to get out, we'll have to fight our way through. Don't worry. Let's kill them right now. Let's go. So, I can't use tactics yet, but I can use analysis. And if we do this, it shows the screen. Later on, as we use different elements or attack types, this will fill up, saying like what we can do. So we've already attacked this. It says that normal damage does. Like, there's nothing special. It's not resistant to it. It doesn't absorb it. It's not weak to it. So I go back. Go ahead and give this a shot. I'm going to attack him. And then... yeah, body. Yeah, of course I knew you were something special. Alright, watch me do it. And he's going to use Wind Garu. So you see there, talking about when fighting, you need to pay attention to enemies' weaknesses and strike when the time is right. And then you'll create an opening and be able to attack again. So this is the one more system. By far, the second greatest thing about this game is one more. Anytime you hit an enemy's weakness, you get one more turn. And if you can continue to hit weaknesses of other characters, now if they're already down, you can't one more hit them again. But given that he knocked them down, he was able to hit him. So you can get extra turns by continuously hitting your enemy's weaknesses. We don't have the weakness for that guy yet, so we're just going to keep going, and he's going to keep wasting his SP. When all I had to do was poke it. So, what can you do? Leveled up again. And yes, the combat of this definitely gets more complicated as time goes by. Hey man.
Hey, yo.
I can be.
Oh, what time were you supposed to play till?
whenever I want to.
Oh, okay, yeah, because we're all done now.
Okay, gotcha.
You guys are not wearing me more.
Oh, okay, never
Yes.
mind. Mark and Chris are here for a little bit.
Alright. Sounds good. Don't mind the interlude. So we'll probably finish up this day in game, and then we'll cut off for now. It looks like the breadth of people who are early in the stream had to dip out already, so it'll be a good place to like cut it for the day. I don't know, like who's stuck around, let me know what you guys think about the stream so far. I know this is a bit different, and going through the Japanese without having a full translator for it can be a bit tricky. Hopefully we can do that in the future, but it's crazy. Persona, he's saying Persona, that's the demons that come out of these guys. You had someone come out of you, what was that? What came from him was the power called Persona that you saw with your own eyes.
Those jalapenos in that box?
Yeah,
Oh, nice. Can I have one?
you can. It's like, oh, it went away. Looks like you don't have control of your power yet. It shouldn't usually work like that.
Oh my god, it's a big jalapeno. Look
It's a
how big
big
this
jalapeno.
jalapeno is, guys.
That's... What did you expect to happen? Ryu's just getting frustrated. What's going on? I don't understand any of this. Yeah, calling him a simpleton. Yeah, whatever. Just get out of here.
Is this in Japanese?
It is.
I know what they're saying.
I know a bit of it, and I know the beats from playing the original version.
Oh, okay.
A little bit of both.
Well, best of luck.
Let's focus and let's get back. Let's get out of here. Yeah. Finding the exit again. Uh-oh. Not sure. It was you? Oh, here you go. You'll need these. The exits. Deguchi Mada. The exit until Rizku. It's interesting, I just don't understand it. Fair. Something I am realizing is the story-heavy parts of this are going to be difficult to stream. The combat I don't think is a big problem. So I might actually do kind of a tutorial stream instead next time, where I just sort of get to like the big beats where we do combat in the palace and stuff like that, or I just go through, more interactive parts of the game. Who knows? Because yeah, it is kind of tricky to watch right now because of the setup of it. Let's get out. That's Shigautsu. Come on already, what are you doing? It's interesting, but I don't understand. That's how I feel about life. The anime and combat parts are interesting. They really are. One of these, I'm gonna be, yeah. Chotto matte, he says. Wait just a second. I will be a better translator in time. Do not worry. This is a student. He doesn't look like he's okay. The one more chance mechanic was broken in P3, where you could continue screwing enemies over where they never touch you. Yep, it is Paul Shua, mirror shine in this game. It's incredible. Seen 2 of them so far as we're going. He's like, let's go? Like, let's get the fuck out of here. What are you doing? Matete. Wait. Matete is just him stuttering. Oh, what is it? Like, let's go. Let's hurry, sorry. Koichi Seta. That guy. That's just, yeah, that's not a real person. That is I don't know the word they use there. It has something to do with heart. It's like the illusion of a person, essentially. that, yes, like that isn't. I see them. Uh-oh. Combat again. Run! We gotta run. We'll have to go through them. Yakko! Oh, I forgot that you can actually just move the camera a little bit. It doesn't do anything. Alright, so now I can actually strike a weakness. So these guys are weak to Aha, I believe. So when I do this, alright, they're weak. So that means I get another chance to attack. And I can do this. And this should, if we have the mechanic now, or we don't have the mechanic yet. So I won't worry about that. But now I can bap. Dead. Bap, dead. And something that's important in this combat of this game is trying not to get hit at all. Because damage to players is significant. Basically, you want to get in, rack up a combo to clear them out before they ever get a chance to touch you. Matere! Like, just wait a second, alright? We need to, like, help him out. You honestly, what do you think it is anyway? That's not a real person. Oh, I got Hayo. It's like, so can we go? Like, a lot that I don't understand there, but I understand, but still. And it's Kochira. Up this way leads to Horu. Yeah, basically just saying that the exit is up this way. We follow me up the stairs here. Wait, we're finally here. That time. Oh, got it. It's locked. Teme is another expletive. Expletive. Like, what are we gonna do now? Like, don't worry about it. Come this way. Wait, hold on a second. They say wait a lot. Like, where are we gonna get out from here? So it's a solid wall. So are you seriously that dim? Something in this room that can get us out of here. Like, you see it, right? You guys going to play Samurai Jack? Can't wait. I think so. I think Nahid was definitely mentioning it earlier. So I think it's being played on the channel. I cannot confirm nor deny that, though. This is in the middle of the heart? What? One of these says air vents. I remember that much. I think? No. It's like, I can't believe you, even you let me down. No, it's not that. Tsuchiko. An air vent. We need to get out, it's the air vent. We can use the air vent to get out. Naruhodo. I see, I got it. Hana. I think that flower or something? I actually don't. I'm definitely misreading that. Senna. It's just, alright, heave ho. Whoa, you think they heard that? Oh boy. But you definitely opened up the way out. So, Ikeyo. Let's get out of here. Let's go, but who are you? I'm back. Hey, Kuruma. Glad to have you back. I think we're gonna cut out in about 10 minutes or so. Just so you know. I was gonna stream later, but it seems like most people in the office are gonna head out soon. And yeah. I definitely want to stream longer in the future, when we have some bigger numbers going on. I would be happy to go on. Arigato is what he said there, by the way. Arigato, thank you. It's like, no problem. Let's get a move on. Go with energy. I guess he's... Wagahai is an antiquated version of saying me. So it's kind of like the way of saying, like, if you were to like really put on airs, be like, me, I am glorious myself. So you can read Japanese impressive. I'm a little bit. I'm learning it. I would not call mada desu. Not quite at a fluent level yet, but I am working towards it. And this is in a way of me sort of like practicing with chat to. I can't say show off because I'm not doing a great job, but it was a fun way of playing this game before it came out stateside. I'm having a great time. I don't know how it's been received overall, but I really enjoy this experiment. Oh geez, what was that? Like, what? Yeah, it's just like, thank you for your service. Thank you for using yada yada app. Now closing out navigation. Kashimashita. Oh, I forget what that is. Yeah. Metaverse. Osoraku. Kochiro. Anyone who complains about kanji, never my biggest crutch. Always hiragana. Hiragana words that I don't know are harder to deal with than kanji I don't know. Facts. Mo nani ga nani dakaro? Like, what's going on? Now how about this? I don't know everything. I remember that what about Kamoshida? What about the cat? What about the demon cat? What the hell is going on? Those uniforms. Hey, you two. What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be in school? Chigaote. Chigao means like, no, you're wrong. It's not true. Like, that's not it. School. We were going to school. We were on our way to school. What? Like, hey, you over there. You doing okay? Don't just ignore me like that. Now, what do you have to say? I got your yeah, I'm not super sure on any of these. Like, my original, so just a heads up. So anyone who didn't catch me at the very beginning, my original plan was to actually use Google Translate to just have some fun. Still, it's great you're learning. Have you tried writing in this language then? How is it so far? I have. It's tricky. It's really it's a long process, but I've kept at it for like 5 months now, and so I'm trying to make like big progress in the next few months too. Yeah, my original idea was to use Google Translate for the parts that I couldn't read, so that you at least got the fun of all of the English while Google Translate fails. Unfortunately, I am too far away from the TV for it to properly be able to read the text, unfortunately. So that plan went out the window. I'm going to think of something new to do for next stream to make this a little bit more accessible to people who are showing up who can't read the text. Yeah. Well, like that is, whatever. Basically, you're heading to school already, you're pretty late. Shut up. There's something really like satisfying about just hearing just the raspy like Japanese anger. I don't know. Shujin is the name of the school, and those two kanji are like different from the Shujin we heard from the twins. And the kanji the twins use is for prisoner. This one is for other things. It's basically just distinguished the two. Them being tricky about language. Shujin, you know, he's a prisoner, but also his school has the same sound as it. Yeah, you're weird, but he's saying like, are you coming from Shujin? You're wearing their outfits.
それ以上デタラメを言うなら
Uniforms, I mean.
学校に連絡するぞ
Gakoni. It's like you seem to be saying that like you're pretty late, etc. Like
お前からもなんか言えよ
like he's like say something. Soro ikoku. You're just like I've gotta go already, man. I've gotta get going.
いやそうじゃねえだろ
Yeah, Sojane. Yeah, that's fair.
待てよマジかこいつ
Wait a minute. God, this guy, man.
行きゃいいんだろ
It's like, fine, I'll go already. Corrects me out. Kokosha. This is a title that I cannot honestly remember. Korede. That is Nijima. Nijima is a proper name. It seems like a great way to learn a new language for free. Have a gamer translate it for you. Yeah, for sure. I recommend. I know that Epic Name Bro or Marcus Sanders will actually be playing this game when it releases, and he'll be playing it at a lot better rate than I do. So if you want to get some translation, he's actually great. He lived in Japan for about 4 years, speaks fluent Japanese, he can read Japanese, so definitely a good stream to check out when this game comes out stateside. Toy Soldier says, I did notice that Shujin thing, as the twins call you, that, and yet that's the name of the school. Yep. It feels a lot more over the head in English, but in Japanese, they are actually two different words. So it's at least a slight bit more clever in Japanese. For now, just keep busy. So we finally get to school on our first day.
マジかよ
As school's in Majika. Seriously.
同じ道来たはずだろどうなっているんだ
Like we came the same way. Like how is that possible? We came the same way and yet here's the school.
どうなってんだこっちのセリフだ
What do you think you're doing coming in at this hour?
連絡があったぞ
Not sure.
あの警官結局作ったんかよ
As if he would ever believe us if we told
お
him.
前が一人じゃないとは珍しいな
You were that you're that one not so. God, translating Japanese is a weird process. Because the grammar is very different, so like you can't translate it literally.
どこを突き歩いてた
The time is already. Yeah, you're walking in at this time when it's already so.
城
Shigo.
まともに答える気ないわけか
What do you have to say for yourself? Like, what's going on? Shigo? Yeah. What does that mean? Oh, Shigo, castle. Where do you think you've been? Is what he asked him. He said, at a castle? And Kamoshida's like, castle? What do you mean? And oh, who was the king of the castle? Kamoshida. Kamoshida.
のんきだな坂本
Donji ga na. Oh, look at you.
陸上の朝練やってた頃とは大違いだ
Something about up, train, etc. Just saying. Basically just cussing him out like, God damn it, you Kamoshida. How dare you speak to Kamoshida that way?
お前らもうあとないんだぞ
You already wanna, you who's already in such hot water.
向こうが追ってきたんだろうが
It's got nothing to do about that. He knows how he's treating people.
本当に退学になりたいのか
Honestly, do you want to make your position any worse?
とにかく事情聞くからなはい
It's like, all right, I've heard enough. Come, like, let's go.
We're about to split.
All right, I'm almost done. For a second, that's bullshit.
私も配慮が足りませんでしたし
Because
ここは両成敗ってことで
basically, like, I'll waive this off myself. Don't worry about it. Just let them go. Like, they're already late to school as is.
まあ鴨志田先生
Oh, like I'll show them to their classes. Kamoshida. Oh, that's very kind of you, Kamoshida.
第一国は事実だ
Hurry up already. Kamoshida's already been so kind to you. Wakata. I get it.
ところ
Fine.
で例の転校生
Tokuda. By the way,
誰かな
have I seen you somewhere? I think I remember you from somewhere. Dokudoki de.
どこかであったか
Where have I met you? And right here. You were with the girl in the car.
そうか
Soka.
思い出したぞ
It's like, oh. Must have been imagining things.
まあ今日だけは多めに見てや
Anyway, school is over for the day, as you can see.
校長から聞いていると思うが問題を起こしたら退学だからな
However, you hear from what I've heard, wakarimashita, which is a very polite way of saying wakata. So he was saying, go talk to
川上先生も待ち
Kawakami. Go up to, she's out on the 3rd floor, Kamoshida Sensei. Go meet her.
新しい学校生活せいぜい楽し
Being at a new
んでいろ
school, it's never easy. And pop up again. This is actually one of the longest days in game. These early days, incidentally.
学校が古城に
Kokajoni. You met them at a school? A demon cat?
まさか過剰投与で幻覚が見えてるの
You honestly expect me to believe that? This ridiculous story?
話を進めさせてもらうわ
Anashio. What you're saying doesn't make
会
any
場
sense.
からの予告状が届いた相手は学校 OB の五輪メダリスト
Yeah. Describing, about the school, you would have came into contact with the suspect through the
太鼓門
school.
の鴨志田卓
Kamoshida. She's saying that this was one of your targets. Your first target ever was Kamoshida.
確かに鴨志田のしたことは欲に溺れた許されざる犯罪だった自供の裏も取れたわ
Like, how did you, what did you do to him? How did you do it?
仕立ての君には因縁なんてなかったはずなぜ狙ったの
Honestly. Believe what you want to believe. I'm not
それは
saying.
通らないわね
どれはね。
もう一
もう一度。
度よく思い出しなさい
One more time. Tell me how we got here. Basically just like, yeah, when you get up there, you talk to him. He's just like, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, hurry up and go up there. So we need to go. Thankfully, I already know the way. Need to go up to the 3rd floor and talk to Kawakami. Nope, 2nd floor. Well, I fucked up already. Kawakami, who's right here. Kimine, it's you.
初日から半日遅刻って
Where have you
説
been?
明してくれる？
What do you have to say for yourself? The trains were late. Trains are never late in Tokyo, so no one would believe that. I got confused walking, which if you're new to it in Tokyo, it's pretty easy to get
道
lost.
に迷ったなんて時間？
Nietzsche got lost walking around. For how long? Well, I guess it's like, well, I guess it's understandable, honestly, but honestly, like, for real, you can't just,
としてよ。昨日念をされたでしょ。
you know, well, yesterday you knew what we said, right?
坂本君と一緒にいて補導されたって聞いたんだけど。
Sakamoto. That Sakamoto was seen with you, right? That's what I heard. Ano Sakamoto. Just forget it.
関わらないでよ。問題児なんだから。
Just forget about it, right? Just,
彼も部活で陸上に打ち込んでた頃はああじゃなかったのに。
You need to understand
まあいいわ。
the situation you're in.
休み時間もうすぐ終わりだし。
Well, whatever. Just like school's over for today.
地下鉄事故の影響で今日は5時間目までだから。授業の前に自己紹介してもらいます。ついてきなさい。
Basically, you're just saying like, just be careful about that later, and
ところで
I'll at least introduce you to the class for the last period. By the way, Tokorode.
嘘でもいいから真面目にね。余計なことは絶対言わないで。
Zettai. What people were talking about. I think people have started just saying how like people started making rumors about him. Was that him? Like
噂も
Uesa? No. The transfer student. No, they didn't say transfer student yet.
いきなり半遅刻とかやばいやばい。
Yeah, but whoa, whoa, whoa.
普通に見えるけど。
Just look at that evil glare he has.
殴られるかもよ。
I heard he's hurt people, something like
静か
that.
に。
Everyone be quiet. Uh-oh. Well, guys, Pat just kicked us out of the game. So I think, that's really funny. Can I? There we go. If we get kicked out again, I think we might have to call that. Alright. She's introducing me. That's my name. I should have made that. Well, alright. I guess we're gonna call it there, guys. A lot of, I think, you know what, like, it's been an interesting experiment. There's a lot we need to work on for this format to work, for it to be approachable to everybody. So, I'm gonna check out. Thank you guys so much for stopping in for the stream. We're gonna work on this. We're gonna make it a lot better for y'all, you guys, and it's gonna be a much better experience next week. Really excited to get this going. When did you last save? I'm not worried about it. If I need to catch back up to here before we start next stream, I'll do it. Like, it's not a big deal. Honestly. But yeah, thank you guys for joining, and I will talk to you guys next time.